Hey, and welcome back. We are here talking about the calendar. It's another day. I hope you slept well, had a good, healthy breakfast this morning. All right, so yesterday was the 22nd. What number comes after 22? Well, back up a little bit. 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay? And let's look up here. What day of the week did we put 23 on? Starts with a W. Whoa. Wednesday. Yeah. And what month are we in? September. And what year? 2020. So let's put it all together. Today is Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. We need to change the date on our date board. Remember, the 9 doesn't change. It's no longer the 22nd, it's now the 23rd. So we're going to put 9-23-2020. And don't forget, we're going to write that on our paper. You got to remind me because I forget every time. All right? We are officially in the season of fall as of yesterday. I noticed on my drive to work today that some of the colors on the trees are starting to turn red already. And the weather is cool and it's beautiful and clear outside. All right? So let's talk about our reading. This week, we are reading the book Stand Tall, Molly Lou Mellon. It's a really nice book about a young girl who is a little smaller than some of her friends. She's kind of unique. She has buck teeth, some things about her that are a little different. And her grandmother gives her some very important words of wisdom to help her stay strong and confident in who she is. So we're doing some activities in our literacy packet. So what you're going to do is take out the packet that looks like this. Literacy Packet, Week 3, Grade 1, 921 through 925. Okay, and we're going to turn to page 7. This is the next page in our packet for today, Wednesday, September 23rd. It says, readers infer to help them understand what is happening in the story. Do you think Ronald and Molly Lou Mellon will be friends now? What makes you think so? Well, what do you think? Do you think they're friends now? He wasn't very nice to her in the beginning of the story. Was he very nice to her in the middle of the story? Not really. What about the end of the story? I recall a moment in the end of the story where he gives her a penny to stack on her teeth. Remember that? On the 5th day of school, Ronald Durkin brought Molly Lou Mellon a stacking penny for her tooth, and he smiled at her. I would infer that that is Ronald Durkin trying to make friends with Molly Lou. So, that's what we're going to write about today on our paper. You can take out your pencil, write your name at the top, and don't forget the date, 9/23/2020. Just like that. Paul, 9/23/2020, Wednesday, 9/23, and then you're going to draw a picture of your inference. Inferences are things that you use information from a text to interpret it, you know that Ronald is, it doesn't say Ronald wants to be friends with Molly Lou, but you can determine that he probably does want to be friends with her because he's doing something nice for her. So that's what making an inference means, is when you take the information and you come to a conclusion about what you're seeing, okay? So I'm going to draw a picture of Ronald Durkin giving Molly Lou a penny, because that's the part of the story that I feel represents him reaching out to her to be her friend. And remember, I am not very good at drawing. She's such a little tiny creature. She's got a big old head. So I'm just drawing her. Little body here. She has Crazy hair. Remember, I am not good at drawing. So anyway, there's Ronald Durkin giving Molly Lou a penny for her teeth. And I'm going to write that down. And I'm going to say, I think Ronald Durkin wants to be Molly Lou's friend. So, Ronald wants to be her friend because he's giving her a penny. So that's what I would continue writing down here if I had more room. So if you run out of room, you can go onto the back. I would color my picture and spend a little bit more time putting into that picture. Okay, so you can pause the video here, keep working if you are not quite finished yet, and then when you're done, push play. Now, for the next page, you're going to turn to, here it says, a noun is a person, place, thing, or not a noun. Okay, we're going to cut that out. Grab your scissors. And make sure you put your scraps in the garbage. And then you're going to cut up these lines right here. But don't cut across the top because you're going to need that to hold it together. Okay. Put that off to the side. Then you're going to find the next page that has all these little pictures on it. And you got to cut those out too. Okay. Put your scraps in the recycle bin. We don't want to leave a big mess, and we don't want to have a messy workstation because that's when things get lost. So cut all these little pictures apart. And as you're cutting, make a little pile so they don't fly around all over the place. That's my advice to you. Okay. All right. Once you're done cutting those things out, you are going to find a page that says nouns at the top. And you're going to take this and you're going to glue it right to the top of that page. Okay? You can even cover up the word nouns. There we go. So now you've got it glued down, but you didn't glue down this part. Okay? You don't want to glue that part down because you're going to glue under those things. So this says person, place, thing, or not a noun. Now you're going to go through all your pictures. Keep your glue stick handy. Dog. Is that a person, place, or thing? Yeah, it's a thing. So you're going to glue it under this tab right here that says thing. Okay, so lift up that tab and glue your picture right underneath here. Okay. Now, postal carrier. That's a person. So that's going to go into the person tab. So find the tab that has a little person on it and put this underneath that tab. Okay. Stamp. Stamp is a thing. So that goes under the thing tab with the dog. How about a flower shop? That's a place. You could go there. A place is a noun. Okay, so you've got flower shop, you've got person, you've got a couple of things. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of mine and then hold it up so you can see what I did. So you keep working. I'll keep working. If you have a question, just wait until the end and you can look at yours and look at mine and see if they match. And if they're not all the same, you could draw a line to the correct location. The one that says mailing on it, if it was a mailbox, then I would say it's a thing. But the word is mailing, which is an action word. Action words are not nouns. The one with spray, he's spraying the fire, that's also an action. So anything that you do is going to be an action word. And that's not a noun. An action word is actually a verb. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. That's my little rap that I learned about verbs. Okay, I'm all done. Now, under person, you should have postal carrier, florist, and firefighter. Under place, you should have flower shop, post office, fire station. Under thing, you should have dog, stamp, and bouquet. And then under the last one, not a noun, you should have mailing, spray, and plant. Okay? You're probably going to need a little extra time, so go ahead and pause the video here. Finish that one up. When you're done, come on back. We're doing page 9, the am word family. So all of these words end in am. They have the same last name, A-M. All right. So the number 1 is ham. H makes the sound. So I wrote H-A-M, ham. Number 2, dam. A dam is something that blocks a waterway. Okay, D-A-M. Jam. Number 3 is jam. J. J makes the J sound. Number 4. What is number 4? Ham? No. Spam? Ram? Fam? I'm not quite sure. Let's skip it. This one is how about we call him Sam? His name is Sam. Oh, yam. Oh my gosh. This one is yam. I was thinking sweet potato, and I'm like, there's no way that sweet potato has an AM in it. Because it's a yam, Mr. Paul. And this is Sam. And this is a ram. Ram starts with a which is R. Okay, we can check our answers by looking at the bottom. Number 1, Sam likes ham and jam. So here's Sam. He's got a spoon and fork. He's going to eat. Okay, so that's number 1. Cross out number 1. Number 2, the ram will not eat the yam. Okay. He will not eat the yam. So number 2 is above the yam. And the last one is the ram by the dam? Right there. Yes, he is. So number 3 goes in the little box over there. Okay? 3, 1, 2. And when you're done with that page, you are all done with reading for today. See you later this afternoon.